Quick question, and be honest.
Very honest.
Have you ever read an English sentence, understood every single word, but still had no idea what it meant?
Like, can you look after my cat?
Look after? Look where? After what?
Or the meeting was called off?
Called off? Someone called and then left?
Or my personal favorite, I need to get over it.
Get over what? A wall, a fence?
If you have ever felt this confusion, this video is going to change your English life completely.
Because today, we are teaching you 20 phrasal verbs, the ones native speakers use every single day, without even thinking about it.
Learn these, and English conversations will suddenly make so much more sense.
Stay with us, all 20. Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel.
Hi, everyone. So happy you are here today. Today's topic is one of the most requested topics we have ever had.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Martin. And today, phrasal verbs.
The most confusing and most important part of everyday English.
So before we start, Martin, what exactly is a phrasal verb for our viewers who are not sure?
Wait, you just called yourself Martin.
I did. I was going to ask you, and then I asked myself. I need more coffee.
Okay, I will explain. A phrasal verb is a verb plus one or two small words, like get up, look after, give up, run out of.
And the problem is the meaning of the phrasal verb is usually completely different from the individual words.
Give up doesn't mean you give something upward.
It means to stop trying, to quit.
Completely different meaning. And that's what makes phrasal verbs so confusing for learners.
But here's the good news. Once you learn them, you use them forever. They become automatic.
Natural, like breathing.
And native speakers use them constantly. Every conversation has multiple phrasal verbs.
So learning them is not optional. It's essential.
Absolutely essential. Okay, are we ready?
We are ready. 20 phrasal verbs. Let's go. We are going to go through 20 phrasal verbs in groups, 5 groups of 4. Each group has a theme. This makes it easier to remember.
Great idea. Learning in groups? That's smart studying.
Always. Okay, group 1, phrasal verbs about waking up and daily routines.
Phrasal verb number 1, wake up.
This one is easy. To wake up means to stop sleeping, to open your eyes and start the day.
I wake up at 7 every morning. Simple, essential, used every single day.
Phrasal verb number 2, get up.
Get up is slightly different. To get up means to actually leave your bed, to stand up and start moving.
So, you wake up at 7, but you might not get up until 7:30.
That is me every single morning. I wake up, I look at my phone, I think about getting up, and then 20 minutes later,
You finally get up.
exactly. My bed has a very strong personality.
Your bed doesn't want to let you go.
It really doesn't.
Phrasal verb number 3, get dressed.
To get dressed means to put on your clothes, to change from pajamas to regular clothes.
I get dressed and then I eat breakfast. Natural, simple, every day.
Phrasal verb number 4, head out.
To head out means to leave a place, to start going somewhere.
I head out to work at 8:30. Or, are you ready? Let's head out.
You hear this one constantly. I'll head out in 10 minutes. Natural, casual, very common.
Group 1 done. 4 phrasal verbs for your morning routine.
Group 2, phrasal verbs about communication.
These are so important for everyday conversations.
Phrasal verb number 5, catch up.
To catch up means to spend time with someone you haven't seen for a while, to talk and share news.
Let's catch up soon means let's meet and talk. We have a lot to share.
Or, I need to catch up with my old friend. Very natural, very common.
Phrasal verb number 6, bring up.
To bring up means to introduce a topic into a conversation, to start talking about something.
Can I bring something up means can I mention something important?
Or, he brought up a very interesting point in the meeting, means he introduced a new idea.
Phrasal verb number 7, point out.
To point out means to draw attention to something, to make someone notice a fact or a mistake.
Can I point out something? Or, she pointed out that I had spelled my name wrong on the form.
Has that ever happened to you, Kate?
I spelled my own name wrong on a form once, in my first language, not English.
How?
I was very tired. It happens. Moving on.
Okay. Phrasal verb number 8, fall out.
To fall out with someone means to have an argument, to stop being friends because of a disagreement.
I fell out with my colleague last week. Means we had a big argument and now things are uncomfortable.
Or, they fell out over something small and now they don't speak. Very sad, but very common.
And very useful to know.
Group 3. Phrasal verbs about problems and solutions.
Oh, these are so practical, so needed.
Phrasal verb number 9. Figure out.
To figure out means to find the answer, to solve a problem, to understand something after thinking hard.
I can't figure out this math problem. Or, don't worry, we'll figure it out together.
That last one is my favorite. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. So reassuring.
It really is. Phrasal verb number 10. Give up.
To give up means to stop trying, to quit, to accept defeat.
Don't give up on your English means keep trying. Don't stop.
And this is our message to every viewer every single day. Please do not give up.
Never, ever give up.
That was very motivational.
Thank you. I have my moments. Phrasal verb number 11. Run out of.
To run out of something means you have used all of it. There is nothing left.
I ran out of coffee this morning means there is no coffee left. Disaster.
True disaster. Nothing worse than running out of coffee.
Kate takes his coffee very seriously.
Very seriously. No cap.
Phrasal verb number 12. Deal with.
To deal with something means to handle it, to manage a situation or a problem.
I'll deal with it later means I will handle this problem when I have time.
Or, she's very good at dealing with difficult customers, means she manages them well, calmly, professionally.
Such a useful phrase for work and life.
Group 4. Phrasal verbs about relationships and feelings.
These are so important for daily life.
Phrasal verb number 13. Look after.
To look after someone means to take care of them, to make sure they are safe and well.
Can you look after my dog this weekend? Means, can you take care of my dog?
Or, she looked after her grandmother when she was sick. Beautiful and very natural.
Phrasal verb number 14. Get over.
To get over something means to recover from it, to move past a difficult situation or feeling.
It takes time to get over a breakup, means it takes time to feel better after a relationship ends.
Or, I had a cold last week, but I got over it quickly, means I recovered fast.
And emotionally, I can't get over how beautiful that view was, means I'm still amazed. I can't stop thinking about it.
So, get over can be positive too. Beautiful usage.
Phrasal verb number 15. Make up.
To make up means to become friends again after an argument, to forgive each other.
They argued, but then they made up, means they forgave each other and are friends again.
So, first you fall out, then, hopefully, you make up.
The full relationship cycle in 2 phrasal verbs.
Exactly. Phrasal verb number 16. Cheer up.
To cheer up means to become happier or to make someone else feel happier.
Cheer up, said to someone who is sad. It means try to feel better. Smile.
Or, I tried to cheer her up with some chocolate.
Chocolate always works.
Always, no exceptions.
Group 5. Phrasal verbs for work and everyday actions.
The most practical group. These come up every single day.
Phrasal verb number 17. Turn up.
To turn up means to arrive, to appear somewhere, sometimes unexpectedly.
She turned up late to the meeting means she arrived late.
Or, he just turned up at my door without calling first, means he arrived unexpectedly.
Phrasal verb number 18. Put off.
To put off means to delay something, to decide to do it later.
I keep putting off going to the dentist means I keep delaying it I don't want to go.
Kate, please go to the dentist.
I know. I keep putting it off. That's real-life grammar, everyone.
Using the language in authentic situations.
Exactly. Phrasal verb number 19, carry on.
To carry on means to continue, to keep doing what you are doing.
Sorry for the interruption. Please carry on means please continue what you were doing.
Or, no matter how hard it gets, carry on learning English.
Carry on. Always carry on. That's our motto.
Perfect motto. And our final phrasal verb, number 20.
Look forward to.
Oh, we know this one from our feelings video.
Yes, to look forward to something means you are excited and happy about a future event.
I am looking forward to the weekend. I am looking forward to our next video.
I am looking forward to improving my English.
That last one for our viewers, say it out loud right now. I am looking forward to improving my English.
Say it, mean it, and make it happen. Okay, quick review. All 20 phrasal verbs. Martin, take us through them fast.
Group 1, morning routine. Wake up, get dressed, head out.
Group 2, communication. Catch up, bring up, point out, fall out.
Group 3, problems and solutions. Figure out, give up, run out of, deal with.
Group 4, relationships and feelings. Look after, get over, make up, cheer up.
Group 5, work and everyday actions. Turn up, put off, carry on, look forward to.
20 phrasal verbs. Say them with us one more time. Wake up, get dressed, head out, catch up, bring up, point out, fall out.
Figure out, give up, run out of, deal with, look after, get over, make up, cheer up, turn up, put off, carry on, look forward to.
Write them in your notebook. Say them out loud. Use one today.
Just one. Start with one.
Question of the day time. Today's question. Use one phrasal verb from today in a sentence about your real life.
For example, I am looking forward to the weekend. Or, I ran out of coffee this morning.
That one was very personal.
Or, I keep putting off cleaning my room.
Write your sentence in the comments below. We read every single one.
Every single one. No cap.
And we love seeing you practice. It makes our day every time.
It really does. You have no idea how much your comments mean to us.
They mean everything, truly.
Quick summary before we go.
Today we learned 20 essential phrasal verbs in 5 groups.
Morning routine, communication, problems and solutions, relationships and feelings, work and everyday actions.
These are not textbook words. These are real words, used in real conversations every single day.
Start using them today, even one, even in your head when you're making breakfast.
I woke up, I got up, I headed out. 3 phrasal verbs before 9 in the morning.
You are already fluent and you didn't even know it.
That's the goal. Make English feel natural. Make it feel easy.
And it becomes easy one word at a time, one video at a time.
Don't give up. Carry on and look forward to your next lesson.
3 phrasal verbs in one sentence. She's incredible.
I understood the assignment.
If this video helped you, please give it a big like. It really helps our channel grow.
Subscribe to Daily English Boost for new English lessons.
Click the bell. Don't miss a single video.
And share this with one friend who needs to learn phrasal verbs. You might change their English forever.
From both of us here at Daily English Boost,
Keep learning.
keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.